So today it's time for the Boombox 3 Wi-Fi edition. So as with the Charge 5 Wi-Fi edition on the previous video, we have a little bit of a design change on the sides, also a little bit on the rear, and of course you have a new button layout on top. Also here indication that's a Wi-Fi version. So those things are pretty similar. But this speaker does have one thing extra, and that's Dolby Atmos. And Dolby Atmos I sadly can't really demo here on the video because Dolby Atmos, there isn't really copyright free stuff without problems. So no Dolby Atmos demos, but I can tell you guys what I think overall about it. So if Dolby Atmos is triggered by Tidal, for example, because it's one of the few apps that support it, you do hear that the bass is a little bit stronger. Really, it's different. But also it has a little bit of those digital surround sound effect, which does help with giving you the idea that something is behind you. So I do still think it's a little bit of a gimmick because this functionality of Dolby Atmos works the best at 50% volume. Underneath or above it, it really sounds a little bit of a strange mix. Very bad mixed up music. So 56%, fine. It does do the effect, but above or below, this Dolby Atmos is a little bit strange. But luckily with normal music, so with Tidal for example on hi-fi, the audio quality is really great on the speaker. Deep bass, strong bass, also still very controlled. There are some JBL speakers that have like out of control bass, like the Encore for example, or the Partybox 310. I didn't really like that one because the bass was really like overpowering everything. But this one's pretty controlled. Of course, if you put on higher volumes, the bass does roll off a little bit, but not as bad as with the Bluetooth version. And the same goes with the treble. Like the tweeters here on top, with the normal Boombox 3, I really hated the treble performance. And with this one, it's a little bit less of an issue. It's still there, but only on high volume. On normal volumes, also with the stock EQ, it's fine, really. It's not that strange sounding anymore. They really have done something with the speaker to at least try to fix a little bit of that issue. Of course, the overall mid-tones are still a little bit of a mixed bag feeling. Some songs it's perfect, and some other songs I do like it to be a little bit boosted still. But don't get me wrong, the overall tuning on the speaker is much better than the Bluetooth version. And the Bluetooth connection on the speaker is fine, but as with the Charge 5 Wi-Fi edition, which you do need to see the video, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, there is a difference, but only if you use higher quality audio on Wi-Fi. So let's just say if you use Tidal on Bluetooth and on Wi-Fi, you do hear a big difference. But Spotify on Bluetooth or hi-fi or Wi-Fi, the difference isn't really big. It's there, but don't expect big difference then. So in case you want to know, Bluetooth is fine and it still has the big range. And still the big battery. It's actually just the same, but they did do some small changes for the Wi-Fi connection, but also for the Dolby Atmos certification. Even though I do think it's still a little bit of a gimmick on this speaker. It does work, don't get me wrong. Before you guys go complaining in the comments, it's like not working, everything. It does work, but it could be better. But without further ado, I'm like talking pretty long. I just know. But here are some audio samples where you guys can see how it performs. And because I think that the Bluetooth on the speaker is not necessarily fine or needed, I will do all on Wi-Fi.